Welcome to Empower Hour, your space dedicated to personal growth, inner discovery, and sharing profound ideas. Today we launch a new special series titled What to Expect as a Family Except Washing Dishes and Taking Out the Trash. An emotional and thoughtful journey through family dynamics, relationships, and mutual respect. Together we will explore not only traditional roles, but also the dreams and aspirations that lead us to redefine what family really means. Join us on this adventure of connection and awareness. How can the roles we have inherited from past generations still serve our future? And, most importantly, how can they evolve to meet our deepest desires? Today we find ourselves reflecting on what we have been and what we want to become. Traditional family roles are imprinted in our collective memory, the father as the economic and protective pillar, the mother as the beating heart of the home, dedicated to care and love. These models have guided our vision of the family for centuries, creating a safe and predictable order. But is security what we really want today? Or are we looking for something more fluid, more in line with our dreams and our sense of freedom? When we think back, we see families where the boundaries between roles were clear. Each member knew what was expected of him or her. But as we look to the future, we ask ourselves, how much of these roles still make sense, and how much is holding us back? The father figure, a leader or a companion? The father, for many generations, has been considered the head of the family, the breadwinner. In our minds, the image of a strong, focused man who works hard to bring home the bread is drawn. But in this picture there is often a lack of emotional intimacy. The traditional man found himself, perhaps without wanting it, trapped in a mask of severity, of determination, and tenderness, and the dreams that perhaps he had for himself, for his family, beyond work. Today we see more and more fathers who not only want to be present, but who desire to be. The figure of the father is changing, opening up to new interpretations. No longer just a leader, but a companion, an emotional guide who can cry and laugh with his children, be vulnerable without fear of losing respect. Looking ahead, we ask, how might this role evolve further? A father who brings not only material support but also spiritual growth, one who leads not with discipline, but with compassion. It is a dream, perhaps, but is it not already underway? The mother, the guardian, or the explorer? Then there is the mother, whose image has always been intertwined with care, with unconditional love. A sweet image, sometimes sacrificing, who somehow gave up herself to nourish others. But what happens when a woman's desires collide with this role? When her heart takes her outside the home, towards new horizons? Modern mothers are explorers. They not only navigate home and career, but they explore the boundaries of what it means to be a woman, a mother, and an individual. Their role extends beyond physical care. They raise a generation that sees them not only as a mother figure, but also as a model of personal fulfillment. The future seems to promise a redefinition of this role, a mother who can be a spiritual guide, a leader in the community, an example of balance between giving and receiving. What if motherhood were no longer just a synonym for sacrifice, but for fulfillment? What if her greatest act was not only to nourish others, but also to nourish herself? The dance between past and future. Ultimately, the question we ask ourselves is not just about changing roles, but how these roles can dance between the past and the future. There is still wisdom in what has been passed down to us. There is value in the protection of the father and the care of the mother. But how can we expand these values, taking them to the next level? Imagine a family where roles are not rigid, but fluid. Where there is no who does what, but a how can we all contribute. Where father and mother are not labels, but honorific titles that evolve over time. Where both parents support each other, creating a balance that respects both individual and family dreams. Society, a factor of change or a limitation? Of course, we cannot ignore the role of society in all of this. Traditional society has created gender expectations, has shaped what is expected of a father and a mother. But today, with social and cultural progress, we are seeing a push for change. New families are emerging, families that challenge norms, that reject limiting definitions. Yet, there is resistance. In many places, social expectations still weigh heavily. Men who want to be more present at home are sometimes viewed with skepticism. Women who choose to pursue a career instead of motherhood are judged. But we, as a society, have the opportunity to change all of this. Every time we choose to embrace a new way of experiencing family, we are building a future where everyone is free to be themselves, where roles are not constraints, but opportunities. A look towards the future. So where will our dreams take us? Maybe we will see families where there is no longer a need to define roles based on gender, but only on individual desires and abilities. Maybe we will see a generation of children who will grow up with models of fathers and mothers who are not limited to the confines of the past, but who extend to new dimensions of love and mutual respect. We dream of a future where the family is a supportive community, not bound by predefined roles, but by love, collaboration, and common growth. A place where every person, father or mother, can explore, grow and fulfill themselves, without ever having to sacrifice a part of themselves to adhere to an outdated model.